Hey guys, what's up? It's Luke, Black Sheep 217 on Pokemon the Trading Card Game online and at Zoom Battle Gym on Facebook. You can also find me at Poke Everything on Twitter. I'd love to connect with you on social media. Well, today we're going to take a look at the Corviknight V deck. Now, and Vmax. Can't forget Vmax. So, Corviknight has become a very, very popular deck type, and I wanted to give it a try. It's like, Corviknight, let's see what this is all about. And so, here is my Corviknight. I call it the Corviknight Z because Zacian plays a huge role in this deck. And so, I call this the Corviknight Z deck. I think there's a lot of decks that are similar to this deck. So let's just see what I have in it. There are some definitely big time key players in this deck. So first of all, we have Brozor. Brozor is nothing to write home about, but he's necessary as a lot of basic Pokemon are because the evolution is going to be key. He has this evolutionary advantage. If you go second, this Pokemon can evolve during your first turn. That's if you have both Brozor and Brongzong in your hand at the same time, or you're able to get him. It doesn't happen that often. So, But here's Brongzong, and this is the key Pokemon here. Metal Transfer. This ability is amazing. And there are other Pokemon with this ability too, for other energy types. But it says, as often as you like during your turn, you may move a metal energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. So basically, your metal energy, you can just shift it around however you want, and that is huge with Corviknight. So, Brongzong is one of the key characters and Pokemon to have in this deck. I have Dedenne. I threw Dedenne in here just because Dedenne is always useful. Lucario and Melmetal. This card is one I just kind of put in as well. I didn't, it's not a huge card for me, but it's really good, especially, getting the full metal wall up. It's just a nice extra card in. Now, when the GX Pokemon leave the sort of the current standard play, this card will be gone, and it's not going to make too big of a difference. So I feel like in fire decks, Reshiram and Charizard, that's a huge card that when that leaves, and Heatran, when those cards leave, fire is going to be hurting. Lucametal, which is what this card is a cool nickname, Lucario and Melmetal, Lucametal. It'll be missed, but I don't think it's that damaging not to have it in this deck. In fact, I don't use that card very often, but it's just kind of a nice one to have thrown in there. We, of course, have 3 Zacian Vs. I don't think you need 4. 3 is plenty. And Zacian, if you don't know about Zacian, you really should. Zacian is amazing. We have Eldegoss. Again, Eldegoss. I love Eldegoss. Eldegoss is only here to, get back supporter cards that you've thrown into the discard pile. Amazing card, a game-changing card, always good to have in. Crobat. Crobat, of course, is like Dedenne, except instead of discarding your hand, you just replenish it up to 6. So I have one of these in the deck, but 2 Dedennes. Aegislash I rarely use, but Aegislash is in here just to nerf the Decidueye decks that get you for not having regular Pokemon in your deck. This is great because Sonic Edge isn't affected by the effects of the opponent's active Pokemon. So if the effective opponent's Pokemon says that doesn't take damage from V or Vmax, well, Aegislash says, I don't care. So that's why Aegislash is here. Here we go, Corviknight. So Corviknight, when I first saw Corviknight, I was like, wow, that's a cool looking picture. I didn't realize just how amazing Corviknight is. So It's actually Corviknight Vmax that's the really amazing one. But Corviknight's not bad. For 3 energy, you get Sky Hurricane, which can deal 190. Definitely a respectable attack. Clutch for 30 is not going to do you a whole lot of good. Here we go, Corviknight Vmax. Gmax Hurricane only costs 3, and it can deal 240 damage. That's insane. And look at the retreat cost. None. No retreat cost. So Corviknight can just like slip in and out so easily. And the Lustrous Body, prevent all effects of your opponent's Pokemon's abilities done to this Pokemon. That's just a bonus! It keeps Corviknight from getting really destroyed. The only thing that really hurts Corviknight is this weakness to fire. But that can be solved. Well, how? So let's check this out. I'm going to go to the trainers. When you play metal decks, you're definitely going to want to have some metal saucers in your deck. It basically brings back metal energy right onto your bench metal Pokemon. Great card. It speeds up your energy so fast, and you can purposefully get your energy into the discard pile using cards like Quick Ball. You discard the metal energy, get a card you need, and then if you have the metal saucer, then you can just zip that energy right back onto your Pokemon. Totally unfair. Energy Spinner, just have 1 to get some energy. That card's not a must-have for sure. Pokemon Communication, I've put 2 in there. I find that the Tool Scrapper is really important. There's just so many good Pokemon tools out there, and to deny your opponent with a Tool Scrapper is pretty good. Evolution Incense, just 1. You know, maybe I would ditch an Energy Spinner for another Evolution Incense, because there are a lot of Evolution Pokemon in here that you would really kind of want to have. So I might up that to 2, depending. And this deck changes all the time. This is just currently, as of right now, as I'm going. 3 switches. Chaotic Swell. Cheryl. Woohoo, Cheryl. Heal all damage from each of your Evolution Pokemon. If you do, discard all energy from the Pokemon that were healed in this way. So that seems kind of sucky. I mean, good, because you get to heal all the damage, but you have to discard all the energy. But think about it. If you have Brongzong on your bench, you can move all that energy off your Evolution Pokemon, like Mr. Vmax here, Corviknight Vmax. Just move them all off, heal, put all the energy back on, and he's fresh, ready to fight. So Cheryl is a beastly card, and I put 2 in this deck. We also have Boss's Orders. These are your typical stuff that you put in. Professor's Research, again. 3 Marnies. You can always adjust the mix of these cards to your taste. And then I have an Air Balloon, just because I like the ability to retreat someone like a Zacian, get him out of trouble. Okay? So that's what I have in there. And then the energy... 4 Coding Energy. Now, Coding Energy is super key because, look at this, the metal Pokemon this card is attached to has no weakness. So remember how I was telling you about, like, well, Corviknight, the only thing that really, really hurts Corviknight is the weakness to fire. Well, Coding Energy eliminates that. So I put 4 Coding Energies in. I also have kind of a lot of energy, 15. I like to play with 15 energy. That's just me. If you like to play with less, you can do that and have other cards in your deck to hurt your opponent. I just like 15. Sometimes I do 13. I never do 14. But 13 is okay, but I feel like you're living on the edge a little bit when you play with 13. So 15 I think is decent. Anything more I think would be overkill for energy. So that's the Corviknight Z deck, and that's sort of the thought process. You want to use Corviknight to attack. You want to use Brongzong to move all of your metal energies around whenever you need to. If you have a Pokemon that's about to die, move them off. If you need to switch your Pokemon out for someone else, like let's say you have 2 Corviknight Vs, one's full energy but he can't attack anymore, you switch them, then you move all the energy to the other Corviknight, they attack. It is really a troublesome thing to deal with. And then, to put the cherry on the top, you can Cheryl, heal all the damage, and just watch them cry. So that can happen too. You also have energy acceleration with the metal saucers, Zacian, who can draw for you at the beginning of the game. There's a lot going for this deck. I've played it and it's done very well for me, better than most of my other decks, honestly, and so I love playing it. I hope it works for you. Give it a try. I'll put the deck list in the description, so check it out. Tell me if it works for you. And you know what? Let's just try it out. Let's go into a game and actually play the deck. So let's do that right now. Okay, we're looking for an opponent. Let's see what happens. I wonder what kind of deck we're going to play today. Here we go. Dark. Does this mean we're going to play an Eternatus deck, or does he just have like a fake out box like me? Because like obviously I'm faking out with Venusaur here. I won the toss, and I am going to go first. In this deck, I think it's beneficial to be first. I drew every single Corviknight in the world, and they had no basic Pokemon, so this hopefully will tell me what they are. Very curious. Single strike. Okay, it looks like it's like an Urshifu deck. So mostly fighting is what I would guess. Dark would be for like the Houndooms. Alright, we'll just put the Corviknight on the bench now. We got Mew. Okay. And we'll put the Chaotic Swell out. This is a deck that doesn't really rely on stadiums. My deck doesn't really rely on stadiums. Let's go ahead and energize Corviknight. And I think that's all I can do. I'm not going to put 3 Corviknights up. That Corviknight's not for going out there. I'm not switching, obviously. So we're going to be done. Mew is a good card. I mean, why do you put Mew in the deck? Because you don't want damage on your bench, and that's what Mew provides. Except there is a pretty high-level deck right now that it says you put damage counters on the deck, and you're not getting damaged by it per se. So Mew does nothing, which blows. But Mew is purely a defensive card, and I just got Marnied, which I don't mind. I don't mind getting Marnied on that turn at all. Stanger, that's interesting. Okay, so let's go. Continue the energization. And I guess I'll Marnie. I don't need any of this stuff right now. Ooh, Brozor. And Brongzong. Those guys are important. So let's do that. And let's evolution Incense for Corviknight. And I'm going to put Corviknight here because I want to use Clutch. Am I going to put Lucario out? Do I want Lucario out there? No, I don't want Lucario out there. Not now, at least. Clutch. So Mew can't retreat. That's the thing about Mew right now. He can't retreat, but they can always switch them out. Stanger, what's about Stanger? If a stadium's in play, attack this dealing more damage. 60 damage, Giga Hammer, 120 damage. I think that's all Stanger can do, right? I wonder why they did that. Okay, so Brongzong's out, but I don't have any, like, extra energies. So I'm just gonna take out the Mew, doing 30 damage, and grab a prize. Dedenne. Okay, Dedenne's not bad. I could possibly reset my hand with Dedenne. Now, what's he gonna do with Stanger? I mean, Stanger is not a Pokemon that I see played very often, so anytime I see a Pokemon that's not played very often, and there's 2 of them, so is this like a Stanger deck? It just makes me wonder, like, what kind of crazy surprise they have. I feel like they must have some sort of crazy surprise up their sleeve. That's gonna be nasty to me. Houndoom. So the Houndoom, what they can do, the reason why Houndoom is so good is they can search their deck for a single strike energy card and attach it to their single strike Pokemon, which is what Stonjourner is. So my guess is they're going to energize Stonjourner and then be able to attack, is my guess. So is that what they're going to do? Well, obviously Houndoom's getting ready to do something, so yeah, that's what they're going to do. Okay, there's the energy attachment. And this attachment gives the card the ability to do 20 more damage. Oh. And they put Brongzong in. That's not good. I don't want Brongzong in there. Okay, let's go ahead and Quick Ball. Well, it doesn't matter if we get rid of all this stuff. I'll Quick Ball Boss's Orders, and we'll put the Zacian in, because I think Zacian's pretty important in this deck as well. The only question is if I want Lucametal in or not, and I guess I'll say no to Lucametal for now. Like I said in my review, I don't really use Lucametal that often. Oh, there's the switch I wanted. Perfect. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put energy on this Corviknight. Then I'm going to use Metal Transfer. See, check this out. I'm going to put this energy over here. And I'm going to put this energy over here. So now he's all powered up. Then I can say switcheroo. Corviknight comes in. And kaboom. Vmax Hurricane. Goodbye. 240 damage. Ouch. Oh my gosh. And here's another Corviknight into play. That's not good for him. So, here's where you get to see the power of this deck. Corviknight's Vmax Hurricane. Oh, what are we going to put in? Well, we're going to put in this Corviknight. So, the Vmax Hurricane here can't be used again. Well, it can be if I switch him, but using switch. But I'm just going to do this. So he's automatically in. I'm just going to throw an energy onto Zacian. I can always transfer with Brongzong. So here's Metal Transfer. Check this out. This energy is going to go to that guy. Now, it takes longer in the game. I wish you could just select all the energy you want and transfer. You gotta kind of do it one at a time. It's kind of annoying. But that's all you gotta do. And then, the other guy is fully maxed, and he's gonna Hurricane. That's all he's gonna do. And here's the sick thing about this. Retreat cost. Check out Corviknight. Like I said in my review, Corviknight's retreat is nothing. Corviknight just retreats for free. So this is just insanity. I retreat Corviknight, put the other Corviknight in, and use Brongzong to transfer all the energy, and look, they just quit. You can't do a thing about it sometimes. It's frustrating, I know, for the other player. That's happened to me when I've played Corviknight decks before, and it sucks because it's such a good ability. And I read on some forums, you know, like, people get frustrated with that happening. Now, I've definitely lost with this deck as well, but you can see you win off quite often with the deck as well. So give it a try. Let me know what you think about Corviknight and his deck, and let me know if you have any ideas on how to improve it, because Corviknight, I'm finding, is pretty awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.